we should be live. Trying to get this thing set up right. There we go. Not sure how long we'll stay live tonight. I got a freaking sinus headache or something going on. It's pretty brutal. But wanted to go live for a little bit since it is a new year. We watched the Canes game as well. We hit 6,000 subscribers right before the new year, which is pretty awesome. And we actually are climbing pretty good rate right now. So be interested to see where we get to. Got a couple videos in the pipe, which are nice. Haven't been able to film content in a while, so having multiple videos ready, getting ready to go. It's always a plus. But just did we did a Fox body cruise, but instead of a Fox body, we had our boss. So cruise with a whole bunch of Fox bodies with the boss, which was a little different, but still a good time. Let some people hop in here real quick. We'll go live for a little while. But yeah, been driving the boss a little bit. Took it on a couple cruises. Hung out with some real cool Fox guys. What's up? What's up, Mike? How are you, sir? I saw this really cool. I think I put a short up of it already, but it'll be in the next video. There was a guy who's kind of local to me. He has a 93 Cobra, and I didn't notice it until it's parked, and someone pointed it out. The front is blue, and then at the doors it transitions to black. It just fades into black, it's really, really unique paint job. Yeah, man, my eyes look terrible. Got this real bad pressure right here. So we'll see how long we go. Mike, you have a good New Year? Hope everybody had a good New Year. I made some Greek food. It was delicious. Let's see. Just because I don't know how long we'll go, just go ahead and copy this. Paste it right there. Let's see if I can pin this thing. Whoop. There it goes. It works, I know, yeah. I go back to work tomorrow. And based on the way things are going, sounds like it's going to be a busy day at work. But we'll see. The world's a crazy place right now. What are we doing? TNT Custom. What do you mean, what are we doing? Right now, we're just hanging out, man. We're just waiting for some people to get in here, talk about some stuff that we got coming up, and where things are right now. We just hit 6,000 subscribers, which is pretty exciting. I've unfortunately haven't been able to post with the frequency I used to due to work and haven't been able to post with the frequency I used to due to work and like kids sports and stuff like that. But we do have a couple videos ready or I got to edit, but I haven't filmed. So that's the hard part, right? But once I get these 2 videos edited, should be some good stuff. Like I said, we did a Fox body cruise to the USS North Carolina, which was really awesome. Unfortunately, I don't have a Fox body yet, but I do have. We took the Boss 302 out there. What's this say? Bushwhackers. No, but we have we do have big plans within the next. Hopefully, the plan is right now within the next 2 weeks there should be a huge change on the channel, huge change, and it will be something that will help for sure. We're getting back into one of my audience bases. If you've been in the lives, you can know what I'm talking about. The future vehicle that's coming to the channel. It's going to be real exciting. Hopefully it's due on the 13th. And if hopefully that's still the case. I haven't been told otherwise. So that's what I'm going off of. Yeah. Yeah, Mike, I don't know where everybody is, man. It's probably my fault, honestly, because due to life, whatever, it's just not as easy to get on here as it used to be. I wanted to install my one-piece drive shaft this holiday break. Unfortunately, I didn't have the time to get it to a lift and get it lifted up. And then my other big fear is with the new Cook side pipes, the place I would go has some ramps you can drive up before post lift. You can drive up on, and I was kind of worried that the side pipes would get stuck on the ramp once I got on it, because it was very close, I think, with the stock pipes last time I went there. But definitely want to get that one piece on soon. I got to order some stuff. I got some stuff saved in my cart. I think this first month, aside from the big change that we got coming, first month, we're not going to be picking up a lot of parts. I got to take care of a lot of the expenses as far as getting a new car registered, all your HOA fees and insurance premiums for like my old camper and stuff like that. So, but we'll start once the channel starts flowing with the new car. We'll start some good content. TNT Customs. Are you a channel yourself? I'm assuming. And if so, what type of content you do? Let's do this. Happy year. All right. Let's see if we can get some more people in here. Oh, you do Lego cars? That's pretty cool. My kids love that stuff. I like playing with Legos too. I used to play with them all the time when I was a kid. Nah, Mike, probably not, man. June. I think I got like one big trip planned for me this summer. And we're probably trying to go to the Outer Banks again. And honestly, it's kind of a crapshoot because we're going to book it, I think. And if I can't make it, I can't make it. Real life work stuff is going to take priority. So we'll see what's going on in the world. That dictates everything. The world's a crazy place right now, and stuff could change at the drop of a hat. What's up, Fatboy Fox? How you been, man? Hope you had a good New Year. Hope for Christmas you guys got all the car parts you wanted and our car Lego sets. Yeah, man, my eyes look terrible, guys. I'm sorry. I got a really bad sinus congestion or something. It's really messing with me. But no, you didn't have a good New Year? Man, I'm sorry to hear that. Hope everything's all right, my man. You got tools for Christmas? Nice. I didn't get a lot, but my parents got me a detailer creeper, the one that they have at Harbor Freight. So it's like that bench you can sit on with wheels. It's got the side like cup holders for your sprays and stuff like that. But you can also use it for, like working on the car. I like sitting down and like moving around. I hate sitting on the ground. So that'll be nice. And the wife got me a Carhartt. I've never had a Carhartt jacket, so that's also really nice. Sorry, guys, I'm chewing gum. I shouldn't be doing that. Spit that out. Yeah, we got the kids a bunch of stuff. We spoil them every year, man. We always set like a limit for ourselves, and then we just screw up. Pittsburgh tool set from Harbor Freight. Yeah, I want to get something like that just to like keep it. I want to get something. I have a tool set. I think it's a Pittsburgh something that I keep in my camper. So as far as I know, as of right now, Fat Boy Fox, the plan is for it to get here in less than 2 weeks to get dropped off. I don't know if it's running yet or if he started it yet. There were some minor things that came up, but he's trying to get it ironed out. But as far as I know, it's coming in less than 2 weeks. I haven't asked to see if he started it yet lately. So, but hopefully it's good to go because I just cleared out my garage of all that Christmas crap. So we do Christmas way over the top. We actually won our city's contest. So we were the Jacksonville, North Carolina Christmas light champs here. But yeah, I had a ton of crap in my bay. So I got that all out of there. So now there's actually room to park another car. So hopefully soon. Anything planned? So for in my next video, I'm trying to make sure I remember. Oh shoot, I do have something planned. Hold on. What do I have in here? Oh yeah. So I got 2 videos. So one is my guy at custompony1.com. My buddy Matt. And he's my buddy because I met him. He was like literally the first person to like invest in my channel or like kind of believe it would go somewhere. Because I was honestly just, filming to do stuff with my kids. But he kind of jumped on board and, sent me some strut tower covers, and it's been a very mutually beneficial relationship. So he's got a few more things that that I'm going to do. I did a video on. So he started, he's already producing the strut tower covers for Mustangs. Well, now he's also producing the ECU cover. And the ECU is an ugly piece in the engine bay. And the cover he's built is pretty awesome because it just literally clicks right on. And it's, it feels very rugged and sturdy. So that's pretty cool. It's paint matched to mine. It has my build number on it. You can get it custom done up to like whatever you want on there. So I got a video of that. And then he also sent me some Boss. So like one thing about the Boss 302 is the back. If you're looking at it from the rear and you don't know better, if you don't know better, it looks the same as a V6. They didn't change it up. The ponies on the back, the same as the V6. So he sent me a deck lid badge that says Boss 302 that we attached to the deck lid. And so I'm really just doing a video to kind of show, it's basically talking about, modifying the appearance of, like low production cars, right? Like you got to be very tasteful when you do mods to like, well, you got to be tasteful in general to any car, but especially when it comes to some of these lower production cars. Because I mean, obviously just do what makes you happy, but you never want, especially like a Boss or GT500 or 350. You don't want to do tacky stuff. You want it to all complement the car to make it look as good as it performs. So I wanted to try something on the back, so I got some Boss 302 deck lid emblems made and put them on there. And I've been rolling with them for a while because I was hemming and hawing on whether or not I wanted to actually put them on. And I've been rolling with them, and I think they look great. So I decided to do a video to help shout him out because he's always been a very big supporter of mine. So I figured I could do the same for him at least. Let's see. And then the video after that one, we did a Fox body cruise to the USS North Carolina, like a 1.5 hour drive. Except I did it in my Boss 302 because my car's not ready yet. I don't know, Fatboy Fox. It's supposed to be done. Like the body's painted. I know the bumper and the hood had to be buffed as of last week, but it was supposed to have been done Friday. I don't know if it ever got finished. So that's something that MJI would have to answer. Downhill, how you doing, man? Hope you had a good New Year and Christmas. Everybody, don't mind. Please hit that like button as well, as it does help us out. If I can get back to more consistency, I'm sure we'd have more people in here. But we used to have pretty good numbers back in the day when I was coming on here frequently. It's hard to do now. But you know what? Wouldn't trade it for the world. Kids are important, so. Let's see. But yeah, let's see. So that's what's going on here right now. Once we get the new car in, we're obviously going to do a walk around. First off, we're going to do a reaction vid to the kids. Because the kids don't know it's coming yet. Reaction vid with the kids, and then we're going to do a walk around of and talk about everything that we can find that still needs to be worked on with the car to make it 100%, and then take it for its first first ride, see how it rides, do some draggy runs with it, see how it does compared to like the Boss, right? Stuff like that. We'll do some fun stuff. But yeah, it should be a good time. And I'm really excited to get back onto that platform, as I think it was. I did enjoy the one I had before. It was the CFI, the TBI, the throttle body injection. It's for the birds. But yep, there's that, and then I am gonna do a 1-year review of the camper I bought, the RV, or not the RV, the Coleman Lantern. That's purely to kind of sustain the channel. Those videos for some reason get lots of hits. So, why not capitalize on that and keep helping the channel, which helps fund the other projects on the channel. Oh, we got big plans, Mike. So right now, my understanding is I think it has Flowmaster 40s. I think I might be wrong, but I have in my garage. I have Super 10s sitting in the garage. I also have a Boss 302 mid pipe with the side pipe exhaust. So we might put the first ever modern Boss 302 exhaust on a Fox body. That's my plan, if we can make it work. It's going to require some heavy modification. A friend of mine helped me out, but I think we could do something pretty cool with it. And that'd be my goal right now. No, I'm not engine swapping it. It's a 87 Fox body. It's already got a 302 that's bored out to a 306. So we're going to run with that for a while because it should be running pretty good. I've already seen it run on the stand, and it was running pretty good. So we're going to leave that be for now, and we're going to do some fun content with it. One of the videos I really want to make, and it would take me finding the right person to go with me, someone that I trust, maybe MJI himself, I don't know, but I would love to run the Boss 302 versus the Fox Body at the drag strip. I just want to see. The Fox might get destroyed. The Boss might get destroyed. Who knows? I don't know how much power that Fox makes. Not at all. But either way, it'd be a fun video. So TNT, do you build like the kit cars, or you build like custom stuff? Like full scale car models or something like that? What kind of Lego stuff you do? I'll look at it after this when I get a chance. I'm really bad. I just spit out gum and just put some more in my mouth. It's horrible. Okay, I got you. Yeah, those kits now are pretty freaking cool, man. But I keep seeing like these ads for ones which I think they are fake, obviously, but like I see ones for like the old like 90s pickup trucks and stuff, and I've seen a Fox Body one. I feel like they're all AI generated, but maybe you'd know better than I. Bear with me, guys. Trying to see something real quick. Nothing Lego themselves has ever made Fox Body one, but that would be cool. Yeah, they're all AI generated. There's a lot of like fake kits I see posted on Facebook. That's interesting. So you guys have any goals for this new year? What about you, TNT? How big is your channel right now? How many subs you got? I really started this during COVID. So did a lot of people, though. What's that, David? Is that your resolution? Get a Mustang? Started last October. Yeah, man. It just takes. Okay, David. What year you want to get? What body style? Yeah, it just takes consistency and time. And you know what? Like, biggest thing I can say is, look at it. If it's not fun, if you're not enjoying what you're doing, don't do it. Like, stop doing it. Like, take a break, do something else. I've seen there's people who let this run their lives, and it can, don't let it ruin your life, man. You got to live it still. But it is definitely exciting when you get your first 1,000. You just got to be prepared to. It's pennies on the dollar. So what else you got to do, Mike? What's you got wrong with it? Oh shoot! Oh man, guys, I'm getting updates right now as we speak on the car. Give me a second. Hey, Happy New Year. What, Zonda? When you get a chance, what's up? You're good. No, see, you're good. Rear sway bar on your boss. The torsion rears got a bigger bar. Curious about the non-torsions. Huh. I've seen that. What? Hold on, guys. Stay by. Got to relocate. Stand by. You want me there? I'm gonna put you on anyway. All right, guys. I'm getting a little more comfortable anyway. All right, so hope everything's fixed for June. Okay. 2014 6R80 car. Yeah, there you go, Dave. That'd be sweet. Actually, that'd be really fun. Have all three. You mean all three gens of Coyote? Is that what you're talking about? Okay, R32. There's some. So I'm in Lejeune, and there's a lot of Marines that come back with R32s. They'll go over to like Okinawa or Japan, and they'll ship one back. They'll buy a car when they're out there, usually a GTR, then they'll send it back. All right, back to this. So I swear, I've seen this, the difference in the dimensions somewhere. I've seen it talked about somewhere, and I feel like I could get it. Yeah, I'd have to get under the car. It's so hard to get under that car, man. I hate to say you're asking a lot, but it's a lot. It's a pain in the butt to get under that car. If I can get it backed up on some ramps, I'll take a look. But if you're on Facebook, message me and ask me the same question, because if I find it, I'd like to be able to answer you. I might also be able to find it online. I swear I've seen it somewhere. Yeah, so I'm assuming you have a torsion. You have a torsion car. Have you had to rebuild your torsion yet, or how many miles you got on it? Throttle cable, driver's seat. Figured out why it runs hot. Figure out why it runs hot. Clunk towards the rear. Clean her up right away. Is your thermostat working? Have you checked? Is the radiator plugged? It could be a lot of things, man. My old Fox was running hot, and like what I found out happened was it was a V6 car. They put a 5.0 in it, but they never it had like the original radiator with it, man. That thing was so nasty and plugged up that it was just full of muck and mud. And so when I rebuilt it with like a high flow pump and flushed the whole system out, then it worked great. Gen 2 manual, okay. 10R80 Mach 1. All right. Sorry, guys. Let's see. Those Mach 1s are nice. Only 8,800 miles. Woo! Man, I hit 70,000 about a week ago. So I just hit 70,000 of mine. I don't drive it all the time, but I drive it when it's nice out. The fan motor goes out in those 5.0s. Well, which was that, an electric fan or is that a motor driven fan? Doesn't he have a 5.0? Yeah. Isn't that clutch? So it's a clutch, right? Not an electric. Has a 3-core radiator. Huh. I mean, I always want more, Dave. It's just not practical. Okay. I didn't know that. I learned something new today. Yeah, I mean, have you verified that the fan kicking on? Like if you start the car, you put it on full AC, do you see both? I don't know if it's one fan or two fans, but does the fan kick on immediately? Auto and manual both had the same issue. That's interesting. I guess that's a fair point too. That's a fair point. All right, so here. Said yes, AC. What's up, Pinks? So here's the update. The parts have not been buffed yet. He forgot to paint the gas lid, and he painted the door handles and the grill flat black when it's supposed to be gloss black. So still some work to go there. Yeah, so we got a few things we're still waiting for. I really like the new Bronco. Well, first off, Bronco Sport, not a Bronco. That's a Ford Escape. I do like the new Bronco. I wish it was more of a truck. Like it has zero. It's got very little towing capacity at all. Like I feel like it's not robust enough, not sturdy enough. People that love it though, I think it looks good. I mean, they nailed the look. I just think that it's lacking what I would expect out of something like that. It's it being robust. Will they score again? There we go. Now the Raptor R Bronco, that's pretty sick. That's a race car Bronco. I mean, I like it though. I wouldn't like if I had one, I wouldn't complain about it. But like, if something's going to get that terrible mileage, I'd hope that it would. I hope that it would have a V8, right? Yeah, like Downhill said, Coyote. Where am I? I'm at my house. I'm in the comfort of my sofa. Not the eco poop. Yeah. Yeah, and I tell you what, that's another thing though. You open that engine bay of that Bronco, the amount of like hoses and stuff going, it just looks crazy. The engine bay is not user friendly to look at. It just looks like a mess. I was in the kitchen, but now my wife's in there, so she's doing stuff. She didn't want to be on camera, so I moved. The heater in the barn isn't working, so I'm going to get my heater so it warms up inside. Okay. Yeah, so the project car guys is at the whims of, geez, they're killing them. Sorry, guys, I'm watching the Hurricanes game right now. They're putting a whooping on the Rangers. The project car's at the whims of the painter right now. So if he can buckle down and do it, then it'd be done. Yeah, that'd be pretty badass. Yeah, isn't it 37s? Are they 37s or are they 35s that are on the Sasquatch package? The wheels that are on the Sasquatch package look really good. That's what I test drove in that one video of mine. Yeah, I liked when Ford did that. Ford sent out like a test drive mule. So like that's the car you'd test drive if you want to drive the Bronco. I thought they'd do something similar for the Mustangs. They didn't do it. It's funny though. I went to my local dealership to ask if they were going to get any Mustangs, and they looked at me like I'm crazy. Like, no, they had to be special ordered. But now you like drive by and there's like 4 of them sitting there. Oh, I hear that, Mike. That sucks, man. At least you're saving her though, right? I don't know. Probably more drag oriented, honestly. Well, street. Yeah, I mean that's probably what you should call it then. Street car. Something that's fun, go in a straight line quickly. It's probably cheaper to modify than my Boss. So, I mean, make it fast, a lot cheaper than my Boss 302. What's up, boss man? Hope you're doing all right, man. I haven't talked to you in a while. Uh-oh. Getting updates as we speak, folks. Yeah, man. Keep taking that. How was it? Tylenol. Yeah. Keep taking the fever reducers. Yeah, hydrated, rest, all that. What's up, Stupid Fast Truck? You getting the gang in here. What's up, Ken? Whew. That's some big power there, Mike. That's the way to do it. So we're supposed to the drag strip that's by us is starting a drift plex as well. So they're trying to turn themselves into a motorsports park because there's already a circle track there. They got the drag strip. Now they're trying to get into drifting and have like a burnout pad and stuff. If they have if the project car can get here in time, that's a big if. They have later in the month what the heck happened to the goalie? They have a drift, their first inaugural drift event. I wouldn't go out there and drift, but I've got 4 burners sitting in my storage unit that I could take out and fry if they have a burnout pad. And I think that'd be a lot of fun, a nice way to introduce the car. Yeah, we had a guy in the cruise I did. It'll be in the next video. He had a 347 in his car. It's really nice, man. It's fast. I think it's got a lot of power. Man, this sinus pressure is killing me in my face. Nothing wrong with that, Mike. That's why I want to do the Boss exhaust on a Fox body. Something different. Dude, just go to bed. Don't even worry about that. Just go to bed. Get some rest. Yeah, man. Hope you feel better for sure. If you guys haven't already, please do hit the like button. Well, I just want to get on for a little bit. If no one's going to hop up, then I'm going to go ahead and probably end this thing here in a few minutes. Let's put real quick. Boston or Pink's Stupid Fast. You guys have a good New Year? Anybody in here get some nice car parts for Christmas? Good New Year, yeah. That's good. Yeah, I gotta. Yeah, definitely take it easy, man. Aren't you in Florida? I swear you're in Florida, aren't you? Do you even experience winter down there? Oh, my bad. Who's in Florida? That's Al, right? Al, the coyote Al. Well, I wanted to supercharge my boss. I still do, but when the opportunity came to get some side pipes, I spent the money that I had already set aside for a supercharger because there's more superchargers out there than there are rare Boss 302 parts. So where are you headed to, David? Going to be working in a naval base. Good, good. That means that they'll finally have some decent welders. Oh shoot! So you going to Groton? Assume you're going to Groton. Yeah. Well, I'm curious what you're working on. Happy New Year, Gary. Hope you had a good one. Oh, Happy New Year, Chuck. Yeah, we just hit 6,000, which was pretty nice. It's kind of surprising considering I haven't been posting this frequently. Just haven't had time. Oh, I have all the authorizations super fast. Yeah, man. You're one of the OGs, Chuck. You're here probably in the first 100. I think you were here. I think Chuck. I think you were here before everybody in this room, honestly, because initially it was all just MGB stuff. I appreciate you still hanging around, Chuck. Chuck's the guy, guys. If you don't remember, Chuck's the guy with the bad uh, small block Chevy. Maybe it's a big block Chevy. No, I think it's small block Chevy MGB. Yeah, sorta MGB. Yeah, it has more power than my boss, I believe. No, I believe his little car has more power than my boss 302. It's a rocket ship. I want to say it was a 383. Chuck, I appreciate you, man. Currently a 350. Okay. What was in there before? There's something. It's something in there before, right? So, Victor, how you doing? Oh, that's something we talk about. Hold on, guys. Let me find it real quick. I gotta find it. Here it is. Gary, you hopping in here reminded me. I had a 360 sprint car engine. Okay. Both. Well, either, no matter what you have in there, man. A V8 and a MGB. It's a rocket ship. It was August 30th through September 1st. Is the Boss 302 reunion. It's in Pittsburgh. As much as I'd like to go, I think that's going to be right around when my kids start school. But I think that's the closest the reunions come to my house. So let's see. Yeah, they're probably starting like the week of the 26th. I don't know. Did they start in August or did they start in September? August. Yeah. Yeah. Probably can't make it. What I might do though is I might use one of my YouTube checks and buy a ticket and then give it away. No, I'm not at work. I'm at my house in my living room, chilling on a couch. 440 over. Speed Champions. I have a couple Lego Mustangs, but they're like the smaller ones that are like I don't know, like about yay big. I don't have any of the big Technic ones. Everything's falling right now, stupid fast. It's a good time. Like right now is a good time to buy stuff if you need something. I've seen truck prices are coming down a good amount. Like Tundras, you couldn't touch a Tundra with less than 50,000 miles for under 40K, and now I've seen several of them. Get one, stupid fast truck. Get one. Do it. Do it. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-oh. I wish yeah. One day I'll get a truck. Don't know when. Some point. F-350 Super Duty for $38K. How many miles were on it? And it was a diesel? Man, I want a truck so bad, but I don't need it right now. Your boys. It's a funny thing, guys. The ship that sank the ship that took out those Houthis, that was my old ship. USS Gravely. I don't know what TCB means, by the way, Victor. So you might have to spell that one out for me. What am I driving? Oh, right now, no. The Mustang is my nice day with car. My daily driver is a 2003 Toyota Sequoia because it was a cheap family hauler that could pull a camper. Yeah, it was the Gravely's helicopter. All the commands go through the ship. Yeah, it's a truck. It's on a truck frame. The bad thing about I do love the look of the brand new Sequoias, even though it's a Turbo 6. I love the body. I think it looks amazing. Now the generation before with a 5.7 V8, that's also like a bulletproof motor. The one thing that's bad about the first gen Sequoia has a solid rear axle, whereas the newer generations have like independent rear suspension. So they actually could have had more towing capacity if they had just gone with a solid rear. That's what I was reading, at least. I don't know how true that is. Is that one on your channel, Chuck? This one's on your channel, right? Or is it someone else that posted it? Well, to be fair, right, that Turbo 6 has a butt ton more more power and torque and towing capabilities, but the reliability is not there. It's like, I mean, let me rephrase that. I would say the Turbo 6 is every bit as reliable to any American car. Now, if you want Toyota reliability, the Turbo 6 is not there. If you're expecting the 300, 400,000 mile engine, I don't think the Turbo 6 is making it that far. That's where I'm at, Mike. Okay. So, okay, yeah, it did confuse me. So, it confused him. So, classic MGB channel is what you're saying, right? Yeah, Mike, we at some point would like to get a bigger camper one day down the road. So we'll need something bigger. Probably should have got a bigger one right off the get go because it's a tight little squeeze in our little sardine can, but it works for my son's travel ball. Shoot. Yeah. Pinks, I know what you're asking for that truck, so sorry. Not it's not a judgment of you what you're asking, it's just a judgment of my ability. Oh shoot. That was dangerous. Pinks, you know what I do for a living, sir, and I do not get paid enough for that. What's a good trivia question? Yeah. Colton, what's going on, man? I did get your messages. I don't know if I replied. Do you have an estimated time until your car is 100%? Maybe you said that in the message. Let me check. Nope, you didn't tell me time. Later, Chuck. Thanks for stopping in, my friend. Looking in the works. I'm not paying for over 50 for one. What was that, Brutus? I do not know. Stupid fast. Equus base. No, it's missing. Yes. No. I don't know. Get down. Get off. We're just trying to hop on the couch. Oh, I own one. Sequoia doesn't have everything. I mean, I guess if you go Toyota Sequoia, then sure. Wait, Sequoia does it, doesn't it? Yeah. Yep. It's light's too fast. I'm tired. Man, they're killing them. Yeah, I'm late to the party here. But that truck, I mean, it's been a good truck. I got an issue right now with the Sequoia, actually. About 55 to 65 miles an hour. I'm getting a little bit of steering wheel wobble. It's not like a death wobble, but it's enough to where it's like doing this number. And it doesn't, matter of fact, if I take my hands off the wheel, it stays straight. The car stays straight. It's not pulling me either direction, but it's doing this. A little bit of shaking in the steering wheel. And then you get above 65, goes away. Below 55, goes away. But right in that window, it shakes pretty good. And not sure what it is. I was reading a bunch of stuff online. I could probably replace my end-link bushings for the sway bar. I could probably. Well, here's what I'm worried about. Well, it could be a tire, but I didn't see any weights. I didn't see any weights missing. I don't know. Without having it, that's the thing. That'd be the cheapest option. The next option is a lot of people are saying it's actually a thing, especially in the higher mile ones, is the lower control arms, the bushings for the lower control arms. Oh, if I've got to change that, man, I'm gonna have to it's probably gonna involve a sawzall cut out the old ones. I'd probably just replace the whole A arm, not just the bushings. Shoot, anybody know what the interest rates are now? Because I'd refinance one of my vehicles. So we talked about it earlier, Colton. It's still waiting on some buffing work done, and then the guy accidentally painted a couple of the parts the wrong color. He painted them flat black when it was supposed to be gloss black, so they got to go back in and get redone. So it is what it is. He's still hoping for the 13th for it to be here. No, the boss has been fine. I need to bleed the brakes still. Haven't done that from the track day. Need to do that ASAP. I don't think it's electric. I mean, it does have power steering, but I think it's hydraulic, right? Let's see. No, it's got a power steering pump. It doesn't whine either, so I mean. Oh, I change the oil. I change the oil once a year. It's always well below. I'll put this year I actually probably putting a little more on it, but usually it's about 1,500 to 2,000 miles, and I'll change the oil. Yeah, I did watch that, Victor. I watched that. That's pretty awesome. I'm glad that it's always good to hear something gets saved like that. There's actually two right in the same town as me. There's two Boss 302s that were saved from destruction. Now they're definitely not OEM looking anymore. It's but they're bosses and they've been saved. So give them a second chance. That's who I'm talking about. Yeah. Yep. Her dad saved 2 of them. Later, Pinks. Have a good night. I believe she does. Hers is like a pearlescent yellow. It's like a school bus yellow, but they added a pearl coating to it. And then the other one's Gotta Have It Green, which I don't know if they added a pearl to that or if they left Gotta Have It Green. But like when it was, somebody tried to convert it to like a GT500 or something like that, and it caught fire. But it was a Boss. They like put GT500 dress up on it. They killed him. Let's see what time it is. Okay. Anybody want to come up on the panel? Yeah, it has been a minute. It's funny. So I did reach out to my dealership connection during the break to see if he had anything on the lot, and all he had was trucks. I could have done a truck review, but I didn't know if anyone would be interested in that. And I've already got the itch for a truck. Don't need to be sitting in one. I just want a truck because I want to be able to tow something bigger one day. Oh, I do want to do the S650. I'm going to have a lot of unpopular opinions. I do like the way the interiors look. I do like technology. Now, one thing I was unaware of until the Icon channel pointed it out when they did the Dark Horse review, because they featured the Boss. If you guys haven't watched that Icon video yet on the Dark Horse, I'd highly recommend that. I highly recommend that because they also talk about like what led up to it, including the Boss 302 versus the M3. But what I didn't realize is that they're right. All these cars now that have the LCD screens, right, or LED screens, whatever they are now, all the interiors are starting to be exactly the same for all these car companies. You've got a screen for your heads-up display, and then you got the other screen, which is usually the exact same layout almost as all these different brands. It's going to get hard. I think it's going to get harder to make your interiors unique in the future. Yeah, I really enjoyed that video. That guy, what's his name? I forgot his name all of a sudden. I used to know his name, but he makes really good videos. Jason Camisa, yep. Yeah. I think he's pretty entertaining. I like it. It actually can, surprisingly. I can get, if I drive it on the highway at like cruise control set to like 60, 65, I can get 26 miles per gallon. Now, how I drive it, Nah, you're not getting that. David. Victor, if I remember, I'll send you the link after. If you can't find it, if you Google Icon Dark Horse, it should pop up immediately. It's a great video, man. It talks about the boss ahead of time. It also talks about the origins of the Fox platform, which I didn't know, so I learned something there. And then it talked about the Fox body versus the original, one of the original competitors for the Fox body back in the 80s, which I thought was all good stuff. Yeah, that wasn't a stock Fox. I feel like that was not a stock Fox, though, Stupid Fast. It was a gorgeous Fox, but it was not. I don't think it was stock. I got 373s as well, Victor. I got 373s, and my computer has told me 26 miles per gallon before. Now, it hasn't done that for a couple of years. I think the best I've gotten in recent memory is 20, 23, 24. But I've definitely gotten 26 before. I've seen it. What red one downhill? Yeah, I think he did too. I'm gonna have to watch it again. I do. I enjoyed it. I don't remember honestly. I think with a Coyote, I'd stick with the 373s. I do like the 373s. I feel like it's still like I don't know a viable option on the highway. So I don't feel like I'm sitting too high in the RPMs. The new car has 410s. So with the Fox body with 410s, a Coyote, my boss with 373s, I think it's gonna be good. I'd love to do a race. Oh, you're talking to Gary? I don't think so. I don't think it was red. Oh, okay. Gotcha, Victor. How many miles you got in yours, Victor? Is it a daily? Whew, man, it's barely broken in. Maybe 10. Guys, I think we'll stay on here for about 10 more minutes and then I'm going to try and go get a shower or something. Or I might go out to my garage and smoke a cigar. Don't know. But I'll probably lose signal if I got to my garage. I do not have great signal. Yeah. My new Fox has got 410s. There's a lot of goodies on the. I can't wait to debut the black car guy, the new car guys. There's a lot of goodies on it that I'm really shocked that MGI is sending my way. Oh yeah, David. For now, I mean it's a 302 board 30 over, so it's got plenty to play with for now. And remember, I still have that other engine on the stand that I can build if I get it repaired. It's just a matter of time. Honestly, I wanted to build that already, right? It's a matter of time. It's a matter of money. I've been very religious about it, and I don't put anything else into my cars or channel other than what comes out of the channel. So like the Cook side pipes that came from the channel, but that was the blower fund. But you know what? It was worth it because those are impossible to find, and I got a deal on them. There's something else we can talk about. There's another channel out there, and he's been on here before, guys. Coyote Productions is another boss channel. Don't know why I went with Coyote Productions, but he's a good guy, real good guy named Raph. He's working with a person who's working on a new set of. He's trying to do his own Boss 302 side exhaust. He's created something. He's got these like 2-inch dumps that are called side kicks. And so I told him I'd love to do a review of those. And he misunderstood me. He thought I was like asking him to send me them. I was like, no, dude. Like I'd buy a set and then I'd review them, compare them to Cooks, and then either keep them or send them on their way. Well, that's how my old Fox was. My old Fox, I think we talked about it. I think it was a C5, right? It was a C5. It did not have overdrive. And on the highway, like I was following MJI to Foxtoberfest. And man, I was doing everything I could just to keep up on highway speeds because I was like, man, my engine is gonna explode. We definitely dusted off the cobwebs because I was having to crank up those RPMs just to stay up with them. He really is. MJI has been a great friend, and he's doing way more than I could ever ask for. Like to say I'm grateful would be an understatement. He does not have to put as much into the car as he's doing right now, but he's definitely hooking me up. That is the proper phrase for it. I keep telling him like it doesn't have to be perfect, but things are. He's making it. It's going to be a nice car. But we already have a name for it, and I've posted it a few times. I think the car's name is going to be Warhammer because I've already got a pretty sick logo for it that I created. Yeah. Well, he wants to get the car. We've been already talking, and he wants to get the car to me as bad as I want to get the car because he's got a 70 GTO that's just like chilling in his driveway, and it's not running. It's in pieces. So his homeowner association really loved him to push it back into his garage. Ooh, if it's available, man. If it's available, it'd be sick. But I'm definitely getting antique plates for it. Yeah, I'll have to see if it's available. I bet you it's not available, but we'll see. Uh, it looks very similar. Let's see. Yeah, he's got a. I think it's a 70. Oh, maybe it is a 68. You might be right. He's got a couple. I think he's got more than one GTO. He's got one at his father's too. Not really, Colton. My plan for that literally is just one day take the mid pipe, take the car, drive it to my buddy, and say, what can we do with this? And I'll bring some scrap pipe as well, and let's see if we can make something happen. Because honestly, what I'd like to do is get rid of the flex hosing in there. I am worried. Okay, so my personal opinion is I think small block Fords really need a chambered muffler. I think they need it bad. I'm not a huge fan of the straight pipe sound. I am worried that any sound coming out of the side pipes might sound like hot trash. That's a general fear of mine, because then that means that I've butchered a Boss 302 mid pipe for no reason. So we'll see. But it will be cool to say I have the only Boss 302 exhaust Fox body. Yep. And like I said, I think it has 40s on it right now, I think. But I've got Super 10s in the garage. So I think I do want to put the Super 10s on. I think my old car had, so we put the long tubes on and we deleted the cats. And it made it louder, but not much louder. I think it had the Flowmaster 40 Deltas, which are like their quiet variant, right? Yeah, it can sound a little odd. Like I drove my buddy's Viper. First off, that's like childhood dream car here. Like I've always wanted a Viper when I was a boy. Had the poster on my wall. Love 90s Vipers. There's still a chamber there though. We'll see. What's up, Car Mob? I think the Super 10s I have, it might be 3-inch exhaust on those. So I'm gonna have to like at least expand to make those work. But I'm gonna see what's on it first. I think it already has long tubes. I think it has long tubes. I might be wrong. Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, that's it. One of my favorite quotes ever from Top Gear, the old Top Gear with Richard Hammond and Clarkson. They had Jeremy Clarkson driving it, and he said it's as smart and stupid as having a pet elephant. I was like, that's a great analogy right there. Or it's as brilliant as stupid as having a pet elephant. Yeah, I like the Viper. I've always liked it. I was a childhood kid. When I was a kid, I always wanted one. When I drove it, I think I have the video up on YouTube. It was like one of my first videos here. And maybe I took it down. I don't know. But I was as giddy as a schoolgirl, man. I could not stop smiling. I was so happy because it was, a childhood dream. It's a manual. It's a T5, I believe. The funny thing is, though, when I drove the Viper, my buddy lives in these back roads, and so I'm driving on this like 2-lane road, and he had some. I think it was an aftermarket Yeah, he had some aftermarket shifter. It might have been an MGW because it looked very similar to my shifter. Maybe it was an MGW. I don't know. But it had a snake head for the ball. And I'm like, dude, I don't know the shift pattern. And so I'm trying to do a 3-point turn. And I'm looking down at this thing, realizing I don't know where reverse is. And there's cars coming on both sides of me. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to get hit in this Viper. And he was a 2001 Viper GTS. 2001 Viper GTS ACR. And that thing was super nice. Big fat tires on it. Oh, yeah. When you're in there, Gary, you're in there. It's not very big. Uh-oh. Selling the Fox car mob? I didn't expect that. Oh, I love the Viper, man. Like, I don't know. I drove a 2001 and I thought it handled very well, but it was like I was driving the ACR GTS one model, which I think is that's supposed to be like the road course one, right? Huh. Well, interested to see what you get up to, Car Mob. Are you going to get something to replace it? Oh, shoot. Well, definitely didn't expect that either. Yeah, I hope everything's good, man. You got plans of just a big changes, or you got something else 10K or best offer for the Fox? I don't know anything about GTRs. Nah, man, it's not minivan time. He's already got a minivan, first off, and his kid is growing up. No, I don't think it's a Cobra. I thought it was a Notch. Is the link posted? Try to see if it's posted the link. Oh yeah, link's there.
I just got in here, so whatever you were talking about, other than you drove a Vipers, I didn't hear anything else.
Well, Carmob's dropping bombs in here. He's trying to sell his Fox body and his GTR.
I seen that right before I got on. I found a video on Facebook. It was a Honda Civic case swapped 90s model Ford Escort GT that they turned into all-wheel drive. It races a GTR. It just drives completely away. It runs a 10-second quarter mile. Makes 571 to the front wheels.
Huh.
Most ridiculous thing ever. I'm like, I gotta build one of those. Need 2 of them.
Yeah.
How cool would it be to drive around and it was that magenta pink red color that they had in the early 90s?
Yeah.
That would be sweet if you were driving that around knowing you can beat anybody and everybody pulls up next to you and they're just like, what is this?
Briefly, when I was in high school, because my mom ended up hitting a deer with it. My parents always had multiple cars. So they could, like, my dad had a truck, 87 Toyota pickup with a 4-speed.
Yeah.
To go to the dump and stuff like that, right? It was literally just a dump run truck, and it ran great. He drove it to work too because it got like 40 miles per gallon, and it was awesome. Bulletproof truck. And but my dad picked her up he got a freaking smoking deal on it. It was like an old lady car, and he picked up an 87, I think it was 87 Civic hatchback.
Yeah.
And it was like pristine. Other than like the age of the cloth had like faded some of the cloth, and it only had like, I don't know, 70,000 miles. And I think my dad bought it from this guy at a dealership who was like at a high end dealership. He couldn't sell it, so he sold it to my dad for like $2,500. And I remember driving that after watching like Fast and Furious. I'm like, dude, I'm so freaking cool right now.
It instantly made you want to go buy like a soup can and hang it off the thing to see if you can get the same sound out of it.
Oh yeah, but times have changed. But I loved that car when I was younger. I love the hatchback Civics, man. They were awesome. I really like those.
I've been trying to find a new daily, so
yeah, I really want. So my Sequoia, man, it's got this. I was talking about it earlier. It's got this steering wheel wobble between 55 and 65.
Yours too? Mine did it as well.
It's just there, 55, 65.
Same with mine. Mine was 55 to 70.
So I'm worried if it's a wheel balance thing, easy. If it's the bushings of the lower control arms, like I think it is, because that's what seems to be a pretty frequent thing too, especially high mile car. Not as easy. It's going to involve probably a Sawzall. It's going to involve replacing. It's not hard work. It's just a lot of work. It's enough to work that if I took it to the dealership, I'm expecting well over $2,000. My buddy just got a quote. My buddy's 14 GT water pump went out. So he's just hit 100,000 miles. So he got them the quote replacing his timing chains.
Yeah.
Plus the water pump. Quote was $3,700.
Nope, I'll be doing it myself. Absolutely not.
I'll be doing it myself too, but time chains scare the hell out of me.
I'll do it. I'm in. For that money, I'll figure it out. I'll screw it up twice.
Here's the real question. Is our motor an interference motor or non-interference motor?
I don't know. I'm sure I'll find out at some point.
Well, you'll find out if you blow it up for sure. What's up, Tony? Yeah.
Yeah, I went and test drove. I was looking at Focus STs, and I talked to Pinks about them. And I actually went and test drove one, and I went, no, not my cup of tea.
The water pump, yeah. So that's actually why I sold my Ford Edge. So the Ford Edge that I had 140,000 miles, and they put the water pump inside the crankcase. Like if it fails and you don't catch it when it starts through the weep holes, you're going to be screwed in a matter of probably an oil change duration.
They put it. They cast like all the journals and everything into the block. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, like it's like an internally housed water pump.
So is the Sequoia.
Yeah. But no, but no.
It's like they sell the pump and it has like the bolts, but it's not. There's no housing to it. It's just an impeller with a bearing, and it's run off the timing belt. It's supposed to be a part of the timing belt replacement.
Yeah.
My boss did all the time, and I would probably say that you said yours has a different motor in it, right?
Yeah, but it's the same. It was a newer motor. I already did a timing belt and a water pump because my water pump went out.
Was it actually that way?
Here's the I'm pretty sure they did swap it. But here's the crazy thing. They said it looked like the pump had been swapped, like because they rebuilt the motor. They swapped it in a different motor.
Yeah.
Whoever did it, they said they think they reused the old gaskets. Like, why?
Why?
Would you cheap out on a $2 part?
You buy it as a kit because I looked it up because my boss was very religious. Every 90,000 miles, I got a new timing belt and water pump, the whole service kit. And you buy it as a kit. Comes with gaskets and everything.
Yeah, well, they use old gaskets is what they said. So the water pump, and they're like, what do you want us to do? Do you want us to put it back on? I'm like, no, you've already got the parts. I'm paying for the labor already. Just put brand new ones on.
You're already there. It'll take you another 4 seconds.
Yeah.
So what else is new?
Well, the Fox has some hiccups still. The painters screwed a few things up. He painted certain things flat black that were supposed to be gloss black, so he's got to redo them. He forgot to paint like the gas cap. The dude, he gets distracted easily, and he finds other smaller projects to occupy his time rather than the big things he's got sitting out there. So hoping that I'll have this thing in 10 days.
He has the same problem I have. 10 years in the making right there.
Well, MJI wants to get it to me as bad as I want it because I was talking about earlier. He's got a GTO sitting in his driveway that doesn't run. It's got no engine, no hood. And so his homeowner association would really like him to put it back in his garage.
I'm sure.
Yeah. It's a Ford Tech. Yeah, Ford Tech. Tell me what you think. So my buddy got a quote for a water pump and replace the timing chains and tensioners for his 14 GT. Well, let me ask you before I say it because I don't think you were in here. What would that cost roughly? What would be your guess? You're also in California too, so you may pay any extra premium out there. Keypad? Shoot, dude. I don't think I have a keypad in mine.
You can always tell whenever the economy is not doing that fantastic and people are starting to go broke because they start selling all the things they use all the time. Like my buddy's selling his trailer. He's got a 25-foot gooseneck. He's selling it. He uses it all the time. And I know he didn't buy another one.
Yeah.
Been seeing a lot of that. A lot of buddies selling stupid stuff, like a couple $100. And I'm like, why are you selling that? You may need that.
Yeah. So here's what I'm hoping. I'm really hoping that I get the new car before at least the 20th, because the 20th they're opening like a drift pad thing here locally, and I'm hoping I think they might have a burnout pit. And if they have a burnout pit, I've got 4 5-star ponies sitting in my storage unit with old tires on them that I would love to just fry for no reason.
Do you see that boss reunion thing?
Yeah, I really want to go, but man, they really picked like a really crappy weekend. That's probably the week that my kids start school.
They picked the weekend before I go home for my wedding.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be driving home twice.
I want to go bad, but I think my kids will be starting school that week. And so what my plan is, I am going to register. I'm going to buy a ticket. If I can't go, I'll do what I did for Foxtoberfest. I'll give it away on the channel to somebody. I want to go.
How did that work? So you buy you can buy your ticket now to register with your car. I didn't look into it too much. I opened it up and I went, wait a minute, this is 45 minutes from my dad's.
I don't know if you can do it yet. Maybe you can, but I think it's like $50.
Okay. I'll look it up. I saved it to look at it later. I was at my dad's where service was terrible. So
yeah, I don't want to do anything crazy with it, but I'd like to light them up, David, and then with a fresh paint job, like I know it's not going to be perfect forever or very long, but I want to I'll probably tape the whole rear quarter panel so I don't fling hot tar on it. Yeah.
Just wax it and leave it on there. Like paste wax. I've heard of people doing that, whether it actually works or not. Like put paste wax on it and then just leave it. And then actually all that stuff sticks to the wax and you just wipe the wax off. I've heard of people doing it with WD-40 too.
Yeah, well, I use the green painter's tape. That stuff works pretty well. Oh, did he reply? Oh, I don't know. I have. He sent me a picture of the quote. I have to look at it. Actually, I'll pull it up real quick.
12 hours. Wow.
It's a lot of work.
Jesus.
You got to take off the whole front end. At that point, too, you might as well go ahead and replace the oil pump gears. Oh, shoot.
I feel like I could do it. Like I did my girlfriend's Audi head, and I felt like I did that in less than 12 hours. I had to rip the whole front end off it too.
I don't know where to look on the invoice for time. I don't see a quote for time. I just see the final price. Oh, and the final price is more than I said. Shoot. He said, so we got a quote for timing chains, bolt, guide, tensioner, guide, arm, timing chain, tensioner, bolt, chain. I don't even see the word water pump on here, but it should be. Final quote, $39.67.68. Holy crap, $4,000. Why not just I don't know, buy especially if you're just a Coyote car, buy a whole nother engine.
Just blow it up and insert another.
Yeah, drive it, go buy another one at that price point, man.
I wouldn't be afraid to say that's probably not absolutely crazy because I had the front pinion seal done in this when I first got it because it was leaking. It was $475 just to have that. It's just a pinion seal.
Yeah.
And they cut me a break on the fluid. I looked at it and I was like, I didn't want it filled. And they were like, we didn't charge you for it.
Oof. That sucks, Fortec. Brutal. I guess I could always sell my Calimer. What about the 500 car mob? You guys keeping the 500? And if that's a dumb question, I'm sorry, man. I'm behind on everything with everybody.
How's your boys? Good?
Yeah, so had a good Christmas. Got spoiled. Got a bunch of the Orby pew pews.
Yeah,
and those are a lot of fun. We had a little war in our backyard, and it was good. Good times.
How did you defend your title for the Christmas lights?
Oh, dude, it wasn't even close. Last I checked, it's over. But we have 700 votes for just the likes alone, not even counting the comments because those count too. 700 likes, and the next closest was 250.
Wow.
Yeah. I could probably, just knowing the people I know and having the friends I have, luckily, met a lot of great people. I could probably just put one strand up, go into one of those Grinch cutouts that's holding it, and probably still win. So, but no, if I was gonna get lazy with it, I wouldn't even bother. But I put a lot of work in it, so I took it all down today. That was my entire day.
It comes down a lot faster than it goes up, don't it?
Yeah, it still sucked. I hated it. It also comes down faster when you're lazy like me, and I didn't even go up the ladder, and I'm just like pulling the cord and ripping it off my house because but I still got to go up there and get the clips. The clips are still up there.
Nah, they'll be there next year. Save you time.
Car Mob, dude, that's not even why I follow you, my man. Car Mob, I think we started talking when me and you were both at shoot, dude, what, 300 subscribers back then? I'm not that way, dude. What? Dude, I didn't know that.
Yeah, last I knew, I thought they were going to fix it.
Yeah, I thought they were fixing it.
Oh, I see down there, Victor. Yeah, they totaled it. So it probably happened with what happened to Connor in his 302. They were going to fix it and all of a sudden totaled it. I never understood.
Why are there car seats and helical? That was just. I mean, that was I don't know what you call it, but I guess you'd call it the premium package.
So there's people that have said there were cars that didn't do that. I've seen that argument on the boss page.
I've never once, if it has torsion, it has the Recaros. I've never once seen it without it. One without the other.
I actually got new diff fluid, so when I drain it, I'll pull the back cover, or I'll put my scope in it.
Do you have Recaro?
Nope.
So you should not have.
I should not have it. So I got one of those bore cameras. I'll stick it in the back when I change. I got diff fluid sitting on the floor, and I'm changing the tranny fluid again. I'm hoping to make my third year not as bad as it is.
Tony said the same thing as me. Yeah, I want the Recaros as well. Now, I did know a guy who sourced – it was an interesting thing. He sourced some Boss 302 Recaros, and he swapped them in from his base seats. And when he plugged them in, he kept throwing a code, an airbag sensor code. I don't know if there's something different.
Probably different airbags. So yours doesn't have the Recaros either?
No. Dude, I got the Po Boys Boss 302.
I actually think they're comfortable. I never sat in any of the Recaros, but I've sat in ST Recaros and I've sat in the GT 350 Recaros.
I like my seat.
No goes.
Yeah, the Recaro. That's the thing though. I'm a big guy, so those Recaros,
they don't fit very well.
I know they're not comfy, but they're not supposed to be. They hug me. They do what they're supposed to do. I'm hugged and I am not moving at all. In the base seats, they're comfortable. They're more comfortable. I still feel like I'm pretty secure. And I like the fact that even on the base models, they still threw some Alcantara on there.
Yep.
Now, what I don't like, honestly, I prefer leather because it's easier to clean. My dogs can I don't let my dogs in the car at all like I did my old car because hair – I have hair still in there from the first time I ever let my dog in there, the only time. And
I got cat hair on me from the house. We're pretty clean, but you still end up with those few cat strands. And I'll go to clean my car. It's like a half hour trying to get 4 strands out of the carpet.
Well, that's a good $2,000 for both in 2013. That's a good price by today's standards because you can't even get the seats for under $2,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mom, I'm excited to see what you got, dude.
So have you ever sat in a GT350 before?
Yeah, I drove one.
With the Recaros in it?
Yes.
Please tell me you had the same problem I did. I didn't even fit in the seat. I literally sat on the bolsters. My ass would not go all the way down in.
I mean, I was in it, but I was like forcing myself in there. It was,
Yeah.
but I mean, it is what it is. Like I kind of expected it. If for what that car is, I could be okay.
They make them with the regular seats. Actually, Jay Leno has like one of the 15s. He got like number 15 of 15, whenever they made that real small stint, and then they actually started producing them. He took his out and put regular seats in them because he doesn't fit either.
That's funny. Well, I see them all the time. I still see, the parts farm still gets those seats in.
Yeah.
Like they're out there, and there's only like, it's for the most part, the people who are willing to spend the money on the Boss 302 seats are probably Boss 302 owners.
I'd be fine if I just found a set. I think I'd like the leather ones better.
Yeah, the Ford Performance ones or whatever they are.
Yeah. I would agree with that. Heck, I'm even starting to see the price of those come down recently.
350s?
No, 500s.
I've seen 350s back in the 40s again. I was like, woo.
There was an orange one. It was an 18. It was everything. If I was the spec one, it was everything. It didn't have the Recaros. It was orange with black stripes. And they wanted 48 for it. And I went, ooh, wonder how much they'll give me. I considered it. I talked with Autumn and said, what do you think about me trading a Boss? She says, I really think you should just go buy that car and keep the Boss. And I don't really, my bank account's not going to take that.
Yeah, I'm not selling my Boss. I'm going to keep the Boss. That's a forever mobile in my garage.
I have been finding Tremec swaps. I don't know if people don't know how to read, but I've been starting to run across, I think I've run across 5 or 6. Either people put them in, didn't want them, changed it, went to an automatic, or bought the wrong kit.
Huh.
Recently. I found one. I almost messaged the guy because of the price. I got it saved. Because if I find out third gear's bad, I've made some serious consideration to just put a Tremec in it. But I'm not going to make a bunch of power out of this car either. So where's it at? I think he sold it. Oh no, there it is right there. So this is it's a JPC T56 Magnum XL conversion kit. It's let's see. He bought it for his 2020 and didn't realize it only fit our generation.
That's an expensive mistake.
That's an expensive mistake. Let's see. Has the harness. Let me see what all he has here. So he has the bell housing, transmission, the wiring harness, the drive shaft, shifter.
Those glass roofs are really cool. What Zonda? I've been in a car with one, and they're rare. It's a rare option to begin with, but I think they're really cool. I'm with you, man. That'd be. I mean, if you could do one to yourself to your own car, that'd be awesome. I bet that'd definitely be some dollars.
Yeah, shifter, handle, wiring harness, bell housing, and I thought I seen a picture of the clutch. Oh yeah, it comes with an RXT dual disc, $4,900 for the whole kit. Come get it.
Yeah. So I got my Caliber Stage 3, RXT clutch, aluminum flywheel, a whole package with he did 2 passes at the drag strip and was like, I can't shift as fast as my car wants to go. So he went straight to a power glide, and I got the whole thing for $3,500.
Yep. It's either I Tremec swap it or I'll be rebuilding my own MT82.
What's up, Jamie?
First, I'm going to try changing the tranny fluid. Since I put in BG synchro shift, this problem got way worse in a hurry.
Really?
Yeah. Everybody said it, and I had the whatever fluid was in it originally. And then I put in the MTF, which is what it originally called for, which it's been updated to the DCT trannies emission fluid. So I put MTF in it with the MT82 additive. Problem didn't get any worse, but didn't get no better. It would do it every once in a while.
So what's the problem?
Grinds in the third.
Because I run BG, and I like my BG. I originally went with the Calumet Cocktail, and that's when my transmission started whining, and it still whines now. I can't fix it. And after reading a bunch of forums, old forums, it sounds like it's just a common MT82 thing to whine for tens of thousands of miles, and eventually one day probably the throw-out bearing is going to go, or the clutch will be done. But I'm just going to ride it out because I still can shift great, still drive great. I got a couple parts I want to sell or trade to somebody. Like, I have that aluminum flywheel, but I want to get a light and steel. I don't want the aluminum.
That's what I have, is a light and steel.
So I need to pick up a light and steel. Also, I have a center force throw-out bearing, brand new, but I just want an OEM Ford one. I don't want the center force. Oh, yeah, man, right before the price drop, for sure. Oh, yeah, they're getting stupid. Here's what I'm worried about, man. So the way the government works, right, is we follow, like, my pay follows GDP. But it does. But if it spikes up in inflation, my pay does not spike up. But I'm going to get a raise here, thanks to our government here coming up. But when the things come back down and my pay comes back down, like my pay's going to come down right when it's making a shift the other direction. So I'm really not looking forward to that. I'm expecting it. I've never had any MT82 issue other than it's a noise. I hear a noise. It's a whine. It's loud. It's loud enough that people have asked me if I'm supercharged, and I'm like, nope, that's my transmission.
Mine's had it from the first day I drove it home.
Yeah, and I mean it's not affected anything. Like I can shift that thing real smoothly.
Now, something I did buy, and I haven't put it on. I would keep wanting to do a video on it. That piece that.
Hold on one sec. Later, Car Mob. Look forward to seeing what you got, man, and good luck with the sales. All right, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Curel was on, and he put that eyelet for the clutch pedal on because they're plastic from the factory. He put an aluminum one in, billet aluminum. Yep. I bought one. I looked at mine. Mine has play in it right now. It's not a lot, but it's a little bit. A little bit can be a lot when you put it, on because it's way up here, and then your foot's.
How easy is that to swap?
It's looks like it's just a pin. Pull it off and push a new one on. Huh. There's just a little set screw on it. I honestly might have to order another one. I don't know what I did with it. It's been that long ago since I ordered it.
I hate that, dude. I hate that so much. I'll buy something and then be like, I'm gonna need this. I'll put it on a shelf and I'll never find it again until I'm installing the second one I bought.
You'll find the first one.
Yep.
Where did it go? I'm glad now I say that. I keep saying I need to find that. I never look for it. Oh boy. Oh, hold on. Nope. I gotta check my center console. Maybe I put it in the car where it should be. No. Oh.
TR 4050 swap from a 4-speed.
Yeah, I guess I ordered one of those.
I lost it.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. I want to. If I get sent away for work at any point in the next year, when I come back, I'm buying a truck.
By that point, they'll be affordable again, maybe.
Well, we'll see.
They're coming down
Well,
now.
the best way to do it is so like you can if there's deal like if you go overseas, military members have the option. You can like basically order a car from a catalog, and
Really?
yeah, and get it built. Like have you ever heard of the Roush Warrior editions?
Mm-mm.
So Roush Warrior is they make a certain number of Warrior cars each year that are only available to military members.
That were deployed?
It's like overseas military. It's only available to the military initially. You'll see them owned by random civilians later because the guys will sell them as a special car.
Yeah.
But they sell it to you. They'll sell it to like a stage 3 Roush, right? They'll sell it to a service member for the price of a stage 3 Roush, but it's a Warrior edition. And then you can sell that for more than a stage 3 Roush later on because it's a rare car.
Does it have all the same mods as they put on like?
It's the same thing. In my opinion, it's the same thing. It has a couple different badges because it's the Warrior edition. But again, I haven't seen one up close in a while. I think it's the same car. But
okay.
But yeah, you can get them through the NEX, and I think you can get a decent deal, a pretty good deal on these cars. Usually a little bit better than it would stateside, and you can get it built the way you want it and have it sent to your dealership, pick it up.
That's cool.
But I don't know. I want to go test drive the new Tundra just to do it. I don't really want a Turbo 6 though.
Me either.
But then again, I wouldn't mind something with better mileage.
Did you see Ford was offering, or they are, the dealer installed supercharger on F-150s?
Yeah, so that.
I just seen the first post. I forget what the dealership was, and it was their advertisement for it. And they had like 4 of the trucks in, and this is the options you can get put on it.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, downhill. I've been watching that crap unfold on TK's channel, man. That's some wild stuff going on there. Yeah, you can still do it to this day, Victor. You go into like when you go into like pull into Suda Bay, which is in Greece, you go to the next. They got like catalogs. There's an office you can actually go into and love the catalogs there. Well, that's really disheartening, Jamie, because I get 8 towing my 3,000-pound camper, which is significantly less work and significantly smaller than that. And your 460 Monster engine gets better mileage than my daily driver.
No replacement for displacement.
Yeah. So like the guy who bought the car, or the owner of the dealership. I'd love, honestly, that's a gas motor I would consider too. An F-250 with a Godzilla.
My dad's got one. It is not short on power.
I drove that. What's it? The 6.7's the other one, right? Or is it a 6.3? I can't remember.
The gas motor. The
6.2.
new 6.2 is the old gas motor. Now it's a 6.8.
Yeah, so the 6.2, I drove that one, and it felt way underpowered to me.
It is, and it does terrible on gas compared to the Godzilla.
Yeah.
My dad has 16 with a 6.2. It was right before they revamped it. He could get nothing better. Highway driving up here, nothing more than 13 miles a gallon. He got a 7.3. He gets 16, 18 coming up here.
Well,
And it is absolutely ridiculous in power. Like, I'd love to have LMRs the Green Goblin or whatever it is that they put that Godzilla swap in. I'd love to see what that car actually would do without any kind of power management.
here's what I want to know, and this was my red flag, Colton. First off, I asked TK this: like, how does any soldier afford a Demon 170? Apparently, he got lucky in the stonks.
Well, I just wanted to hop on for a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and hop off. And
Yeah, I think I'm going to go to bed. I only stayed on because you came on. Because
I wanted to jump on. So
okay. I appreciate you hopping in, man.
absolutely.
Yeah, I think it was crypto. But
perfect credit.
Yeah. Hey man, dealerships around bases, they don't care what your credit is. Good credit, bad credit, no credit.
We'll sell you a car.
You're approved. All right.
All right, man. I'll catch you later. It's good catching up with you all.
Yeah, man, later. Appreciate everybody hopping in here. Please hit the like button on your way out. I'm gonna go shower and go to bed. But thank you, everyone. Everybody have a good night. If I can figure out how to end this thing.